to expect for this week crypto market outlook. So you know that later on we were going to have the FOMC rate cut decision in around 2 or 2:30 in the morning. So yeah, I think most likely interest rate will be going down again, most likely another 0.25%. But how does the crypto market will take in or to digest on this market outlook? Okay, so we can see that the current market situation is currently pricing in on the rate cut that is happening later on in another 4 more hours. Okay, so we can see the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum is slowly having a pullback. Okay, so we test somewhere around 115, 116, and now hitting down slightly a bit. Okay, but nonetheless, we're going to see here. Okay, most likely Bitcoin can able to move at these levels here, the part to 143,000. Okay, so how is this thing is going to play out all the way to 143,000? Okay, so yeah, I think yesterday we went all the way to about 116K, and then now we're somewhere around 112, 113. So, okay, and of course, I think most likely stocks as well also went up. Okay, Nvidia's shares also went up, and then we have S&P 500, Nasdaq also hit a new all-time high. So again, quite concerning for those index funds have already hit a new all-time high. Okay, and then of course we have Bitcoin and Ethereum is still yet to going past the previous high. So yeah, should we see a rally after the rate cut, or should we see more correction? And then of course we are looking at, can Bitcoin able to reach 143,000? Okay, so Bitcoin needs to break 120K to open the path toward 143,000. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the analyst here, Michael Wendipo. So nothing bad is happening to the market. Standard correction pre-FOMC. Okay, and then Bitcoin holding above the crucial level, which is 112K for support. So should we able to hold this 112K, maintain this level of support, consolidate, then that's where we're going to break for another level, which is 120K. Okay, so yeah, I think overall it's looking bullish, but we're going to wait until the rate cut decision. We're going to see how is the market going to react later on around 2 a.m. Okay, so correction won't last long. Okay, current crypto market appears to be relatively small correction piece. Strong surge in altcoins is likely to occur alongside. Okay, so I think most likely there will be a transitioning from QT to QE. I think most likely Jerome Powell will mention later on. So that's where it's a good sign. Okay, transitioning. So once Jerome Powell has given confirmation, then QE starts to come in. That means money printer starts to operate. Okay, then that's where you're going to see a lot of money is going to transfer into alts and of course the crypto market as well. Okay, so yeah, I think nonetheless this is bullish. Okay, short-term correction is where you want to take advantage. Okay, and then next we're going to see here. Okay, so what's the reason that the price is going down or the market is having a pullback? There are 3 main reasons here. Okay, so yeah, first thing is definitely the pre-FOMC. Okay, I think a lot of people are having some fear. Okay, over the rate cut decision. Of course, what Jerome Powell is going to say very important as well. Will it be hawkish or will it be dovish? That's a key thing here. Okay, so recent sticky inflation data and firmer Fed commentary have revived hawkish concerns. So we don't want a hawkish tone from Jerome Powell, but we want a dovish tone later on. So a dovish tone will definitely send the crypto market sky high, but a hawkish tone most likely will pull back. Okay, will definitely have a huge pullback. Okay, because market will not like uncertainty. Now, let's say if the speech were to happen later on, and Jerome Powell were to mention there will be another 2 more rate cuts, or probably December will be another rate cut. Now, that's dovish. And if we say that there will be no more rate cut, or probably December may be uncertain for another rate cut, then that is hawkish. So we don't want that. So we want certainty in the market so that market can be able to push and able to have that momentum. Okay, then that's where the crypto market will be able to rally once more. Okay, so yeah, that is the first thing. Okay, confirmation, clarity coming in from FOMC. What we want is the dovish tone coming in from Jerome Powell. Second is looking at, okay, the Trump and China issue, tariff issue here that we are looking at. Until now, still unresolved. So I think most likely by this coming weekend, I think very soon, it's either tomorrow or Friday, I think. So President Trump will meet with President Xi Jinping regarding about the US-China tariff trade war. So as long as this thing gets done, dusted, then that's where market will be able to have clarity and continue forward. Until then, most likely we'll have like high volatility. Okay, volatility is there, and then trade war fears hit hard. Okay, sell off in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other layer one tokens reflected that de-risking across portfolios. Okay, so yeah, we do not want that. Okay, so we want this thing to get it done as soon as possible, or else there'll be a lot of volatility and a lot of uncertainty as well that could hit the crypto market even more. Then third is leverage trading, funding rate. I think a lot of people are taking excessive funding, leverage. Okay, all right. So yeah, I think you can see here, thin liquidity amplified every move, with each stop triggered another wave of selling hit, creating a cascading chain reaction. Okay, so this is the thing regarding about liquidation. Okay, so people are taking risks, taking more risks to actually leverage, whether it's long or short. And then of course, liquidation also happens. Okay, so yeah, it happens during the 8th of October, early this one. So a lot of accounts being wiped out, being margin call. Okay, so this could be another factor as well, most likely to be played. But nonetheless, I think it's just short term. So once this thing clears, then I think most likely it's blue skies ahead for Q4. Then next coming in from Solana. So as you know that Solana, I think they're going to have the ETF very, very soon. Okay, I think most likely to get approved. So that's why you can see there's a huge run up. Okay, breaks $200. Okay, all right. So when is this thing going to get approved? Okay, Solana is still holding its 3-year support trend line. Most important level for Solana is $280. Okay, all right. So this guy thinks that 400 to 500 is still happening for this cycle. Let's see. Okay, still long way there. Okay, so currently it's somewhere around $200. Okay, so Solana ETF launched despite government shutdown. When did they launch it? See. Okay, so Bitwise Solana staking ETF BSO will launch on the New York Stock Exchange on October 28th, which is yesterday, followed by Grayscale Solana Trust, also known as GSO, okay, on October 29th, which is today. So that's why you can see probably some short-term bullish, I think, before yesterday as well. Price ready. So official day, most likely price might get down again. That is usually the case. Okay. All right. So this ETF will go live due to a legal clause that allows their S1 registration filings to automatically take effect after 20 days. So already launched, already approved. Okay. Big milestone for Solana, Hedera as SC approved spot crypto ETF. Right. So very bullish. Okay. I think, yeah, more institutions will definitely pour in. Of course, I think also will encourage more people from the public to actually invest in ETF as well. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think most likely Solana might get a pullback first, consolidate after the news sell off. Then maybe might see Solana continue to take off again for Q4. Okay, so yeah, I think looking promising after the ETF. So we're gonna wait and see. And then next coming in from Hyperliquid. So as you know that Hyperliquid, I think is one of the promising projects, one of the DEX, perpetual DEX, very similar like Pacifica as well. So maybe Pacifica also can replicate what Hyperliquid can do. So yeah, I think overall Hyperliquid already reaching its all-time high again. Okay, but I still believe most likely Hyperliquid has already finished its run up towards the all-time high. Maybe it might create a lower high compared to the previous high. Okay, all right. But again, I think the sentiment is quite bullish. So yeah, a break above $48 may clear hype's part to $59 if rising MFI keeps moving through. Okay, so if we look at the liquidity, okay, there are a lot of inflows coming in, 25 million in stablecoin over the past 7 days. Okay, right. So yeah, you can see this coincided with a sharp rise in network, right? It's layer one TBL climbed about 2.41 billion, which is huge. Okay, so yeah, you can see here profit surge across protocol and users. Okay, Look on-chain reported that the surge in Hyperliquid's perpetual volume coincided with the rise in revenue last week. So you can see here, okay, top 5 group protocols by weekly revenue. Okay, Ape Store, 111K revenue. Treehouse, 304. The virtual protocol, another AI agent. Tanker also the same, 271 Okay. Again, so yeah, I think overall this is quite bullish. But again, reaching all the way back to the all-time high, which is somewhere around what, $50 or 59, 58. 58 was the all-time high, isn't it? So let's see. Again, I think there's still more room for movement towards the upside. So let's see how far can hyperliquid get able to go. Okay, as more and more traders are actually flocking to hyperliquid trade. Okay, and then of course there are a lot of competitors as well, like Lighter and 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, trying to replicate what hyperliquid is doing. So yeah, I think there will be some traders who will be here and there to try to farm. Okay, and then next we're going to see here. Okay, so the FOMC decision, okay, coming in very shortly, around 2 to 2:30, less than 4 hours from now. Okay, so the decision most likely will be lowering down another 0.25. Current rate is 4.25%. So there will be a high chance of a reduction of 0.25% at a rate of 97.8% chance that will be reduced. So you can see that the market is already trying to price in on the rate cut. So the rate will go down somewhere around 3.75 to 4% instead of the usual 4.25%. Okay, so already confirmation is there that they will cut 0.25. And then the next meeting is when? 10 December, right? So 10 December is the next meeting. Okay, 10 December is the next meeting, which is also falls on Wednesday. There will be another 85.2% chance that they will reduce the rate from 3.75 to 3.5 to 3.75. Okay, high chance. So another rate cut coming in again. So you can see how bullish it is for stock market and of course the other market as well. Okay, so that's why market is pricing in, okay, for these 2 rate cuts. And then after that, most likely blue skies ahead once the transitioning from QT to QE. That is a confirmation that we want to hear later on from Jerome Powell. So if we mention this 2 words, transitioning from QT to QE, as long as we hear these words, then it will be very dovish. Okay, dovish and with clarity, that's where most likely market will surge, will push, okay, towards the upside. So that's what we want, a dovish tone from Jerome Powell and clarity, okay. Then moving on next, okay, so more on-chain here. As we can see, most of these global market, especially the stock market and index, okay, are already at the all-time high. When we talk about Nasdaq, talk about S&P 500, already at the all-time high. So what's next? Even gold also hit a new all-time high. Okay, so a bullish case for BTC and crypto. Why? Gold and stocks across the world, okay, gold stocks across the world and even riskier small caps in the US are signaling a liquidity positive environment, which is good. Then the second thing here we're going to look at is, I already mentioned many times, transitioning from QT to QE. They want to end the quantitative tightening. That is the key here. Once this thing ends, then only QE starts. That's where the bullish movement will start to come for stocks and of course crypto as well. Then of course, increase in T-bill issuance by Treasury after QT ends. Reserve grow at the Fed, liquidity, which means liquidity is positive. So rate cuts are coming, and then US-China trade deal, okay, and then Trump might offer tariff revenue as stimulus. So many bullish sentiment that is coming in. And then another thing to take note on the downside, some bearish takes also sound compelling, okay, which is why it's a hard game. Okay, all right, so most alts are already cooked, simply short-term trading instruments. Yeah, so you cannot compare from this cycle to the last cycle. 2017, 2021, okay, we have a very limited choice in alts. Now, if you fast forward for this year, bull market, I think we have totaling about 20 million coins that is circulating in the market. So not every coin can be able to pump, not every coin can be able to get the altcoin season. So this cycle is really, really tough. So you have to really pick and choose your alts that you really want to hold. And then of course, how long you want to hold, that is already another big challenge there. Okay, so yeah, I think instead of waiting for the alt season, you have to identify which coins that can be able to survive, that can be able to, have the real utility. Okay, and then following the narrative as well. And then of course, most likely to continue the rally after this rate cut. Okay, and then next here. So what's happening now in the exchange? And of course, whales OG. So here we can see those whales or big timers okay, they are heavily accumulating. They are increasing their accumulation around September to October, okay, with BTC flowing from exchanges into their wallets. So you can see what they're trying to do. They have been accumulating heavily, okay, accumulating into strength, positioning strategically ahead of the next potential recovery. Keyword here is what? Accumulating into strength. That is the keyword there, okay? So the sentiment is bullish. There is confirmation. There is confidence coming in. So that's where whales starts to double down their position. Okay, as you know that they already know what to happen next. So experience really count. Okay, so that's what they are here for. Right? They don't really play around, which is true. Yeah. So they know what is really happening, they know what they're doing. So that's why they call the whales. Yeah, and they know that they can able to move the market. And then next, okay. So I think a lot of new narrative coming in for crypto. Okay, we have AI, RWA, DeepIn, okay, AI agent. And then right now, latest one, I think which is less than a week or two, a new narrative called 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, okay, recently just happened, okay. So 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀, what is it all about? Okay, so this is something to do with AI agent. So if you are using AI agent like your ChatGPT or Grok, okay, using Grok AI, that integrating with the API, okay, when you send an instruction to the AI to do some work or to actually do a programming or whatever, coding. So whenever they encounter a website, okay, or maybe they encounter a page, an error page called 402 or error 404, whichever, okay, it's going to be a price tag. That means they're going to have to pay, okay. This endpoint costs about 1 cent USDC, pay to continue. So why does this matter? Okay, so if you are not a programmer, then I think you can just forgo it. You don't have to know all this. But if you're a developer, if you're a coder, if you're heavily into AI, using ChatGPT or Grok every day, then this one might matter to you. Okay, because the web is shifting from human clickings to agent transactions. So instead of you manually enter the payment, you can able to instruct the AI agent, okay, to make the payment for you. So all you need to do is just to set where to top up, where to fund the wallet, so that the AI agent can able to identify, can able to track. And when the AI agent go to a website or any API, they can able to recall that function, that wallet function that you already requested, where they have funds to actually deduct. So that's how AI agent do. Okay, because before 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀, what happened is that the AI agent will go through a website, okay, and then there's a pop-up box asking you for payment. Then that's where they stop. That's where you have to manually enter your credit card number or your wallet address or whichever. Then only can proceed. So 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀 skips all that manual transaction. Okay, it bypass all this. So that is the only reason. Okay, so here. So previously, what happened? Right, AI agent can't type credit card numbers, confirm PayPal pop-ups, logging into billing portals. So that is the reason why they're having 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀 implementing for the AI agent, for them to process, for them to speed up. Okay, all right. Soon they'll also pay for compute, storage, APIs, and each other services. That's the whole reason why 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀 exists, why 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀 become a service provider. And if you look at the ecosystem here for 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀, huge companies are already into it. Okay, so we look at the likes of Base, okay, Layer 2, Polygon, Sui, Avalanche, Solana, Near Protocol are already into 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀. Okay, that's for chains and protocol alone. We look at the payment and wallet provider. We have Coinbase, Visa, Stripe are already there. Across, which is the bridge. If you are using the jumper, across, right? They are already implemented all this already into 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀. And then cloud services like Amazon Web Services, Cloudflare, Google Cloud are already into this ecosystem. So very, very fast, you can see. Okay, they have already implemented 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀 very quickly for the AI agent to function. Okay, so that is the latest narrative. Then moving on next, airdrop time. So yeah, I think now you can see here coming in from Avantis. So Avantis dropped too. All right. Okay, so reminder, airdrop 2 will take place somewhere around 122 days from now. Okay, so you can able to earn points on Advantis trading, supplying liquidity. Okay, so if you have been getting the first airdrop, then you might want to proceed with season 2 or airdrop 2 for Advantis. If not, then most likely you might not want to continue. Okay, and then next coming in here from 375 AI. So token listing is coming, which is today actually, 1 p.m. UTC. So 375 AI already most likely launched 1 p.m. UTC. So yeah, already launched earlier just now. Okay, 9 p.m. Okay, so you can able to check if you have qualified, okay, for this drop. So currently trading around 15 cents. Okay, next, Monet. So Monet right now have already dropped the early allocation. So you can able to check if you have qualified, you might want to go and check. Okay, because I think some of them who are not eligible, they are still eligible. So maybe you can able to check if you want. So you can able to check. So yeah, I'm going to check this link. Okay, and then you can able to try to claim again, try to check whether you're eligible. Then if yes, then you might want to check the box, open the box, and see how much they have allocated for you. Okay, for Monet. Because the launch will be on the 3rd of November. I think it's on the 3rd of November. Okay, so we're going to check. And then next, coming in from Date Protocol. So Checker also is live. So you can able to check your allocation, how much of allocation you've gotten for Date Protocol. TGE will be 2 days from now. Okay, 2 days from now, Date Protocol. So yeah, I think for those of you who've been doing Date Protocol, then maybe you might want to check. Okay, 300, 250. Okay, not sure how much is the pre-market price. So yeah, that is Date Protocol. This is the checker site. Check if you have been doing this. Okay, check your eligibility. Okay, next coming in from Novastro. So Novastro is actually a RWA, Real World Asset Finance. Okay, powered by AI. Okay, so they have networks with Ethereum. Okay, Sui, Arbitrum, and Solana, and they have also just launched, I think around 8 p.m. earlier. So if you have qualified for Wasra, maybe you might want to check. Okay, launching on Gate, KuCoin, Maxi, and many other exchanges. Okay, so yeah, a lot of drops are coming in. And then we have Piggy Cell. Okay, also another RWA here. Okay, RWA and DP protocol from Korea. Okay, Korea's top power bank network. Okay, so I think they have launched yesterday. I think the launch was quite successful. So now it's about 2.17. Okay, so yeah, that is the airdrop news. And then moving on next with the coin market cap. So you're at 3.81 trillion. BTC is at 112.4. Ethereum slightly below 4K. All right, so any gainers for today? Pi network, 10.69%. Have official Trump went up about 44% last 7 days. Okay, so not much of movement here. We look on next with the dominance. So dominance we can see here on money time frame. Okay, so if you have any question, feel free to put in the chat box or answer it later on. Okay, so on monthly, so we have another how many more days here? 2 more days. So 2 more trading days to end the month of October. So monthly now we have a nice rejection here on the dominance, rejected at the sell zone. So you know that one huge wick like this, you know that could be a high possibility of a breakthroughs in downside. Okay, so yeah, then next will be here, this support, 57.2. Look at weekly time frame. So we can see already huge rejection, slowly grinding up. This is like an ascending channel, slowly grinding up, most likely to hit over. So yeah, I think the middle band is still here to play for. Needs to break above 60.55. Okay, if not, we might revisit 57.2 and to retest again on the critical support. Okay, daily also we can see extreme sell, TPW, market is consolidating inside the Bollinger Band. So we can see already on daily, it is lacking steam to push up and it's hitting down. You can see already, it's breaking down. Now, when that happens, this level will be retested to 9.03 and then following by all those critical support, 57.51. So let's see. I think maybe the FOMC later on might have some volatility. price hovering at the sell zone, maybe might push down for dominance to go lower. H4 also, you can see extreme sell form. Look at it against Bitcoin. So it against Bitcoin, what's happening now? Okay, on Monday, price above the, okay, break above the middle band, pull back for the confirmation. Okay, so you're going to see all these levels here to maintain 003, 111. Look at weekly now. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So you can see a descending channel. So again, very critical is the middle band on weekly. Can you able to maintain above here? 003, 428. Okay, and then on daily. Okay, so daily also we can see long sideways consolidation. So we're going to see whether or not can it able to have a huge breakout for daily time frame. Still downtrend. Look at H4 also break below the middle band, pull back to the entry sell. Okay, so you gotta watch all these support zones. This level here, and of course this lower will be here as well. 003, 513. Okay, for it against Bitcoin. Then moving on next with BTC. Where's BTC heading now? Monthly. Now we can see already. Monthly is, like it's as if it's already top 116K, right? 116K is a level to beat above. And your critical support 107.8. Look at the weekly time frame. Again, weekly price consolidating. So it's slightly retest above here, which is 118, 117. That'll be 117.9. So it ran all the way up to how much here? 116.14. And break down again. Okay. So yeah, next level will be 107.8. And then leading up maybe to the support here at 100.8K. Look at daily. Now daily, what happened is that price break above the middle band, candlestick change of direction from sell to buy, come back one more round to confirm again. Now this confirmation very important. It needs to maintain above the middle band for today, or probably for this week. Okay, if not, if it goes down again, then yeah, all this level will get retested again. So you don't want that. You want to maintain above here, consolidate, and then push higher again for the daily time frame. Okay, that's for BTC. H4 also you can see already downtrend. Candlestick change of direction from buy to sell, back from the entry, sell, breaking lower. Okay, that will give us another retest somewhere around here. 111.2. Okay, let's see. And then TH 3979. Look at the money time frame. Money time frame doesn't look good. You can see here, extreme sell forming, reversal candle done, retest now. So I'm gonna see this level here. This is spot 3758. And then the level to beat is here, 4645. Look at weekly time frame. Right? We basically on the weekly time frame. Higher highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. Okay, so this will maintain above the middle band at 3893. Okay, for weekly time frame. Okay, if not, then most likely next will be here, 3494. Look at daily. A nice W pattern form. Pullback confirmation, very important, is to maintain this level of support and then break higher. So very crucial is the FOMC meeting later on. Can it able to rebound from there? Okay, because I think now market is really pushing the price down for FOMC. So maybe during FOMC, maybe there could be a recovery or rebound back. So let's see. Okay, H4 also looking bearish. Break below the middle band, pull back for the entry sell, breaking lower. So that is TH. So what's next? Think a lot to watch. See here. Look at Airdrop. Okay, so Aero. Okay, Airdrop. The DEX for base. So 96 cents, right? So the level here to watch, support at 81 cents. And your resistance will be here, 1.17. Look at the weekly time frame, break below the middle band, pull back to the re-entry, sell. So it's like a sell setup there on weekly. But on daily, we can see the confirmation is there from sell to buy. Pull back now. Again, you're going to see very clearly, can it able to maintain again at this middle band? Then if yes, break higher, 1.17 next. So yeah, I think Airdrop is about to break higher, but let's see. H4 already creating extreme sell. So your next support will be here. This will be 95 cents for Airdrop. Okay, and then next, look at Pi Network. Pi network. So this is the one here. Bit. So Pi network 3.4. 3.4 all-time high. And they launched on February this year. So they're down about how many percent? 90%, 92, wow. 93. What was how much? 25% down. So dump, pump, dump consolidation, maybe we might see some slight recovery back to retest back on the middle band at 36 cents, following up by the top here at 54. That's the least that I can able to see for Pi network. So I think this is already a dead chain. Look at daily now. So what daily doing? Momentum. So we have a momentum here. Maybe we should see this level to maintain this level as support. If able to break at 28 cents, if not, probably might revisit again or re-entry on 22 cents first for Pi network. V-shaped recovery, but creating a lower high compared to the previous high. So the resistance to beat is here. That will be 28 to 9 cents. All right, so WorldCoin, the LD. WorldCoin, say, have you been claiming or not? I think already past 1 year, you can still able to claim your WorldCoin tokens. It will still extend. So I'm not sure whether you will still claim it. Okay. Let's see here. This is the critical support, 74 cents. Okay, 74 cents. Then, yeah, a lot to watch here. 1.47 is the resistance. And look at weekly time frame. You can see it is still downtrend, extreme sell forming, pull back below the middle band. Then it's looking quite bearish here, but maybe it's a form of accumulation. But again, you have to be very careful because it might break lower again. Then we test this final ball support here at 62 cents. Okay, not looking good here because there's an extreme sell. Then on daily, maybe squeeze on daily. So maybe weekly there could be a buy to sell. Let's see. I think it's waiting for a huge breakout. Let's see. And then on H4 also again you see very similar. Break below the middle band, pull back from the entry sell. It's looking set to hit the for WorldCoin. Okay, so again, like I said, want to trade maybe after the FOMC. Okay, want to see what is the news all about. So hopefully there could be a dovish tone. Then SUI network. SUI 2.5 now. So SUI, what happened? Higher highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. Consolidation, a lot of consolidation here. So for now, it's maintaining above the middle band on monthly, which is okay. So let's see on weekly. Now weekly, what happened? Dump, consolidation. So again, very critical is here, 2.46 support. If that level were to break again, I want to see at 1.92, which is not good. Okay, so again, it needs to maintain, consolidate, and then at least try to break past the re-entry sell here at 2.95, leading up to the middle band at 3.2. So hopefully things can change later on. Look at daily, maybe squeeze. Dump consolidation, maybe squeeze, weekly, there could be a buy to sell. So hopefully this thing plays out later on at 2 a.m. Maybe it might reverse back if everything goes well with the dovish tone. Okay, the H4 as well, so you can see similar. Break below the middle band, pull back from the entry sell. So yeah, you have to be very careful there for SUI. Okay, your support zone 2.43 leading up to 1.2, else 3.29 will be back as well. Okay, for movement towards the upside. Okay, and then next, what else do we have here? So virtual protocol. Sure. So virtual 1.47. This is the old chart. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. So pump, dump, consolidation, dump again, descending, pump again. Then the level to maintain is here, 1.33. Let's see. And then your top PB will be here at 1.7. So far, we have a nice confirmation. That's what we want. Reversal. Descending, and then suddenly break up. So it needs to consolidate and then continue higher again. Again, that is for weekly. Now look at daily now. So daily also we can see pump consolidation. Okay, right, and then you might want to see this level thing. So 1.32, 1.17 for sure. On H4, what's happening now? Flag pattern is forming. Again, some flag pattern is forming, so there could be a chance of a break, a bullish flag pattern. So yeah, I think the longer the sideway, might want to see a huge breakout later on. Well, for sure. I think it's waiting for confirmation, so you have to be very careful. Okay. So last one, Clanker. Token board, Clanker. So what's Clanker doing? Oh, huge. Okay, huge. See here. So break. All-time high is how much here? 144. All the previous resistance, 32, support at 90, and then leading up to this level here, 77. So already went up quite a lot since $24 all the way to here's about how many X? Wow, almost 5X, 486. Then look at daily now. Pump, consolidation, extreme sell form. Maybe they could go sideways first or retest at 90 and 77 before heading higher again. Again, H4 also we can see consolidating sideways went up to 121. So waiting for another break again, whether it will pick up or break down for anchor later on. So it's nicely consolidating there. Okay.